folks, welcome to Playing in Traffic, and today's episode is going to be, well, we're at Richmond, and I guess it's pronounced Shara Drive. Richmond and Shara Drive. Oh yeah, not too busy down here. It's only like 7 million cars flowing through here. But one of the biggest additions to traffic down here is because of this. So the one and only science fiction neighborhood. So I guess this is called. This is right off the Delaware River. Okay, so see that we got a name now. Okay, I didn't know the name. The legendary Beach Street. You gotta love that, and we're gonna talk about that in a little bit because you know that goes into one of my favorite places in Philadelphia called Graffiti Pier. We're gonna go check that out in a little bit. But yeah, Beach Street. Figure, hey, let's go get an update. I don't really think I really filmed in here. Look at the views. You can see why they're building back here, or why they built back here and are continuing to build. But Northbank Waterfront Townhome Living with the Ben Franklin Bridge just down the way. Let's take a scoot up this street here. It's not a scoot, it's more like a float. But this is it. Look at this. You'd swear they would have filmed an episode of The Twilight Zone. And we're talking about what? The Twilight Zone was what, 50s and 60s or whatever? Look at this. This needs its own episode of Twilight Zone. This neighborhood, this area, popped up so fast. And I mean fast. Where you were like if you blinked or you didn't pay attention, you know, whether you were driving on 95 north or south and just didn't pay attention, all of a sudden you look over and it's like, this thing is just wow. And they're still, look at this, they're still going. Now the concern, the only bit of concern that I have, honestly, I mean, one is, first off, it's the style of home, which is not, I really don't care for the style of home. But what does that matter? It don't matter much at all, except for myself. But yeah, the style of home, yeah, not my thing. Fine. But the biggest concern, as I jump up on this sidewalk, look, we're going to have to do this. Look at this. It's the everything's similar. The biggest concern is right beyond them trees is the one and only Graffiti Pier. Here's the entrance right up here on the right. We'll see that in a second. And here's this, whatever this is. This makes you wonder, like, are they going to build there? They're going to build something there. But like right beyond that is the path that heads back to Graffiti Pier. And yeah, they're kind of right up against it. And it makes you wonder what the future of this area right here is going to be. I mean, I'm also going to say that there's an outside chance that they can't make it better. They can make it better. They can make it, but you know, to what sacrifice? We'll see. I'm going to tell about some of the cool things that I've experienced back there as it is right now. Yeah, I'd rather go by, I like the science fiction neighborhood, the Twilight Zone. I like that better, obviously. It just sounds more fun than Northbank waterfront housing. But, oh boy, the rain. Let's go slow here so it's not, there you go. Yeah, the rain was really a thing. And I think they got sprinklers on out here, even though the rain just completely, and there's rain in the forecast too, but okay. Yeah, look. It is very, you know, it's, like I said, not my style of architecture. Fine, who cares? Who gives a shit about that? it's the fact that they all do the colors change a little. Yeah, they do. But other than that, it's like I guess people would say row homes were monotonous too. But maybe learning from the monotony of it, maybe everything doesn't look exactly the same. And it's like, I've heard people call them Legos. That's pretty cool. But it's the rectangles. You know, it's the purveying shape, prominent shape that you are going to see with all this architecture that's going up. And this is what, Fishtown, I guess they would call this. I'm not really sure. I get confused when it comes to Northern Liberties and Fishtown. But it's just I don't know. It's just to me, I gotta be honest with you, it's just cringy to me. But thank God I don't have the money to even be baited in anything like this, because over here, no mistaking, these little porches and stuff that they have, I would call them porches, outside here, these views are really, they're very pretty and relaxing. And that's, you know, easily a perfect reason to want to be here. So, but yeah, this is it. North Bank, this is an update. They're still building all over in here, man, which is amazing. And oh, by the way, our population in the city is going down. Okay. So that's the rule of thumb. When you know your population in your city is going down, to build more. Makes you wonder about that. And look, oh, they're going to continue this over here. That's nice too. And you got the power plant. I think that's converted to residential now too. And Penn Treaty Park, I guess, just beyond that. So you can see how this all ties in. We already know what kind of trails and paths are down there. This is going to be great. The fact that you can just walk for a real long time. And these piers, the old piers, that ought to be interesting. What happens with them too? Because you know they're going to get some kind of upgrade. You know, if they're doing million dollar spots, like units within this giant building, you know these piers are going to get a look at too. So, well, here we go. We got this gentleman right here is learning the OneWheel, and he's doing pretty good. He's doing better than I did when I first got on it. I think it has something to do with the fact that I'm 57. I think I was 56 when I first started riding that. But Domino's doing well. Look at him.
Oh, his name is Brandon. I thought you were talking about the dog.
Damn it. This is Domino.
Yeah.
And Domino might very well ride the OneWheel too today. We're not really sure yet. We'll see. That's Brandon. And turning. Really? Turning too, huh? Yo, those things are absolute. If whatever hobbies you had prior to owning one of them OneWheels, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah. So Brandon's killing it.
Carving.
Do it. Yeah, do it.
Yo, that's good. No, it's not shifting your weight. It's shifting your legs.
Yeah. I think there's a bunch of different ways to maneuver it, whatever's most comfortable for you, you know? And the people that you meet, that's, like I said, that was my initial reason for even starting a YouTube channel, is because I was just going to meet, you know, you just meet people, and it's kind of like a conversation starter when they see the OneWheel. And that was people that lived here, and and I get it. It was like, even the lady I was talking to was like, the aesthetic of the architecture of the buildings and whatnot is kind of, but the location is just everything. And if you're outdoorsy people, like to be outside, you're really going to dig here, because they're really putting time in. They got the trails going to extend all the way. You could tell it's going all the way into South Philly. And then it's probably going to go, as soon as they get whatever they're going to do over here at Graffiti Pier, they're going to, you know, extend this all the way up north as far as they can too as well. So you're going to have plenty of, that part's great. So I get it. I get it 100% why they're doing what they, why you'd want to be here. No doubt. Let's do a little, I'm going to do a couple shorts back here before I run over to Graffiti Pier.